This is a video on intuition, and this is what I learned about intuition. Intuition is ultimately making a decision based on your gut feeling. So it is a feeling, so it is eventually an emotional decision, a quick decision, versus analyzing with your reasonable minds and going over the pros and cons. It is a quick emotional decision. And so I have 5 tips to use your intuition in a way that makes sense and ultimately works out for you. First of all, it is getting clear on what matters to you, what is important to you in this lifetime. For me, it is harmony. Harmony is a big one for me. I love feeling in harmony with myself, and I value the relationships with others, strong, healthy relationships with others. And so I work toward that. And that is my ultimate goal for a lot of things. And so I do work toward that every day in certain decisions that I make and certain actions that I take. And so knowing that makes it clearer for me what to do next and which step to take. So coming to step 2, or advice 2, is taking small steps to get where you want to ultimately be or go on this life journey. There's so many decisions to make and so many actions to take. And when you are clear and you can take certain small steps or make certain small changes towards what eventually is important to you, then it is easier to use your intuition because you are clear, you're taking small steps toward that. So it's not clouding your emotional feelings, your feelings, or your current mood. And so it is easier to use your intuition. 3 is meditate. When you become aware of your mood, of your feelings in the moment, of what your 5 physical senses tell you, of the thoughts going in and out your heads, when you become aware of that, it actually makes it easier to use your intuition because you are clear on what is going on for you. And so it is easier to use your intuition to make a next decision or make a next move. Then 4 is acknowledge your feelings. When you do that, then it is easier to let them go and move on. You don't always feel bad. You don't always feel good. And that's okay. That's just how life goes. And so when you acknowledge your current moods, you acknowledge your current feelings, it is actually a very good way to let them go and move on. And then 5 is give yourself and others grace. It is much easier in life to do that so that you can move on. You don't, like I just said, you don't always are going to feel great, feel super inspired, feel super motivated, and that's okay. And your actions are not always congruent with what is ultimately important to you. Let's say you value your physical health and you eat something that is unhealthy, then that is not in line with your ultimate goal. And that's actually okay. When you are okay with it, when you give yourself grace for having done that, then it is much easier to get back on track and just move along and live your life the best way for you possible.